how to put darts in the back of your jacket. Now, you can do the exact same thing if you have a top, or if you have a vest, or if you have a coat. This, what it does is it just snips in the waist a little bit. So it makes you look a little more curvy. I have no waist, and I'm just straight up and down. But I like darts in the back sometimes because it gives me a little bit more definition in my waist area. So I'm going to show you a little trick. And if you've been with me long enough, you know that I'd love to make you comfortable, but I also want to make you look really good. I could barely button this jacket. I could if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I don't button jackets. So why would I add extra fabric in the front to button it? I want this jacket to hang nicely, which it does, okay? So that's my trick to you. Think in terms of your body, not necessarily what the pattern is going to tell you, because every person is a little different. Some ladies may need more, even if they're not going to button it. I have buttonholes in my jacket, but guess what? I never cut them open because I'm not going to button it. That makes everything lay nice and flat. Now I'm going to turn around and show you the darts in my back of my jacket, which you probably can't see very well. And I bet you couldn't see those, could you? So let me take it off and show you a little bit closer. So this is where the darts are, and they're not very big. Let me hold this up, and then I'll hold this one up in just a second and show you. They're not very big, all right? So the darts in the back help give you that definition. Now, I like my darts to go all the way to the bottom of the jacket. I don't like them to stop and start. I like them to go all the way to the bottom. Even though it takes the bottom in just a little bit, I like them in the bottom because it makes them look neater. You need to make sure that when you do a dart, you never back tack it. Don't ever back tack, because it makes a dimple. And I don't want any dimples in the back of your jacket at all. Everything needs to press well. So this is how you're going to do this. You don't need a pattern. This is really simple. This is my jacket that I have made, or that I've started on. And it's wool, but that doesn't make any difference. You can do it in linen. You can do it in knit. Not a big deal. There's my side seam. There's the front of my jacket. And here's the whole back of my jacket. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half and find the center back of the jacket. There's the center back. And I'm going to put a pin in it. Just like that. Then I'm going to fold that to the side seam. Now I have two layers, as you can see, and I'm going to put a pin in that. So I will put a pin in one side and then a pin in the other side. So let me go over this one more time. There's the center back of the jacket. There's the side seam, and this pin is halfway between the side seam and the center back. That makes this pin the center of that dart. So I'm going to pick this up like this. Let me unpin one side. And I'm just going to do one for you. So that's the center of my dart. Now, the thing about a dart is you need to keep that dart on grain. So fold it, because you're creating this dart yourself. You want to keep it in line with the side seam. Now, until you're really familiar with this, or until you're really comfortable with this, what I suggest you do is to base this dart, press this dart, and then look at it and make sure that it's pressing flat. If it is, go back and sew it. So I only do my darts about 1/2 inch, okay? And then I take my dart up to, here's the armhole. I take my dart up to about, let me pull this down just a little bit. I take my dart to about 4 inches below the armhole. So this is where the dart will stop. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with this and not having it pinned, then you're welcome to pin it. But please pin it this way, all right? So when you start your dart, you're going to start down here. You're going to back tack. You're going to come up here, sewing, sewing, and then you're going to start tapering and end right here. This is when, and baste it, longest stitch length on your machine. Press it and make sure that you have a beautiful dart in the back of your jacket. So I'm going to turn this one around and show you. This is where the dart is in the back of the jacket. You'll love this little detail because it does give you more of a waist look.